How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be playing some Royal Giant, which I haven't done it in a while, and also there's multiple reasons that I want to play Royal Giant. Number one, I have not that much experience with it, and I want to get better at this game overall, and just get decent at every archetype, and improve myself as a player. And number two, I hate playing against it, and if you can figure out how to play a deck you hate playing against, you might be able to counter it better. So that's my thought process on this one, but just going to go for the Electro Spirit up top. I did kind of make my own version. I know there's a lot of different versions of Royal Giant. I was testing out the fast cycle one with the Hunter. Before. I wasn't really the hugest fan of it. I was testing out some other RG Monk versions with Hunter. I think the Phoenix is just better than the Hunter. I don't know if I'm the only one. I'd rather have Evolution Skellies than Evolution Hunter. And I know Evo Hunter is good in some scenarios, but I just wasn't getting too much value out of it when I was using it. And I was like, do I really need this card? So I put in Phoenix, and we're going to see how this goes. I like the Phoenix because they did buff it a little bit back to where the egg hatches a lot more frequently. Like right here, it should hatch on top of that minion. Yeah, perfect. I think it maybe hatches a small, tiny bit faster, but I could be wrong about that. Gonna go Fisherman on top of this cannon cart right here, and looks like we are facing a very popular mortar deck in this first game. I'm gonna go for the Evo Skellies plus the Electro Spirit on top of this, and that's gonna clean up shop. Not too bad. I do have to go for the log on top of this right here. He also took a lot of damage on that left-hand lane. I have to let these goblins hit my tower and also let that skeleton barrel connect and then go for the fireball. Problem here is he's probably going to go mortar on 0, and that's why mortar is such a good single elixir deck. Yeah, there it is. It's also an Evo. Oh, man, this sucks. Okay, we're going to take a lot of damage here, but I don't think he really has elixir to defend this, so I'm going to go for the Phoenix like this right here, then also Electro Spirit in case he minions, which he does. That's fine. So he gets, what, 2 mortar shots right there? Was that 3? I don't know. But that's still okay. We're not completely cooked or anything. He does go for the goblins at the bridge, so I'm just going to pretty much have to be super patient. And I think this is one of those matchups that once I can get some more value out of my monk in double elixir, we should be okay, but in single, it's going to be difficult to defend. That's kind of always how I've felt against mortar decks, which I'm sure I'll be making a mortar video at some point in the next coming weeks. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my monk in the back. I'm going to go... Is he going to play anything? No, he's not. So I'm just going to go monk the back all the way like this. I was waiting to see if he'd play something at the bridge, because sometimes you never know. They be spamming, and I don't want to get caught off guard. I'm going to go for the Phoenix behind. The Phoenix is going to be the key to this matchup, I think. Just getting infinite value out of it by, you know, protecting it with cards like monk. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit early to DPS down that skeleton barrel thingy a little bit, then log late. Okay, I played a bad Electro Spirit there, but I think it's fine because we can just take the fireball on top of this mortar. It also got reflected at one time by the monk, so that's kind of nice as well. And we can just go for yet another monk in the back. He might go for the mortar on the other lane, potentially. He goes cannon card. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit early. I'm going to go for my skeletons as well, and then I've got to wait a few seconds and go for a late log on top of this skeleton barrel. We're back to another monk to defend this mortar, and that was a really clean defense sequence right there. Could have been a bit sketchy. Actually felt kind of terrifying while I was defending, but we got back to our monk in time, and I can go for the Electro Spirit like this as well. Wait, this is a good chance for me to go for my ability because it's going to reflect the minions and also protect my egg, so the Phoenix should hatch, right, I think? Oh, man, that's nice. All right, so this is a good situation to be in now. I'm going to go for my Fisherman in the middle. Once more, Rascals do come down. I'm just going to go ahead and log on top of that. We also grab a couple of goblins while we're at it. So I'm going to go for the Evo Skellies, Phoenix on top of this, and then Electro Spirit too, and then we can just go for a monk all the way up top. This is going to be a super good monk because once it crosses the bridge, I'm going to hit the ability, and then it's going to reflect the mortar and also protect my cards. Wait, that's perfect. Oh, and it reflects the bar barrel. That's game. That must be game, I think. I can go for the log on top of the goblins, and I think that's going to do it right there. Wow, what a reflection. One good monk ability can literally just win you an entire match, which is kind of absurd, but that is, you know, why the card is so good. Also, did you guys see the new card that's coming out in the TV Royale today? Oh my goodness gracious, that card looks nasty. Well, I'll have some videos on it soon whenever I'm allowed to, but yeah. In our next match against Steven right here, I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my Larrys. I prefer this version because you have still the fast cycle, and also I think Monk is kind of just goated. As a card, it's super good, always gets value. I don't really see any matchup where I'm not getting value out of the monk. I mean, maybe like recruits, but even that, you can get a little bit of value out of it. I'm just going to go for my Phoenix. Oh my goodness, speaking of monk, he's going to go for his own. I guess I got to go for my own now to match that on top of the Lumberjack and his monk as well. So, Lumberjack monk, could be RG as well, who knows, but he's going to go Executioner down low, so I'm just going to go for the Fireball plus the Monk ability. That should actually fully kill that, I believe, here, which would be pretty epic. Unfortunately, that did get that last shot off on the Phoenix. If that didn't happen, we would have had a lot more pressure on the map right there, but that's still fine. We still get quite a bit of damage, and we're up over 1,000 already. So I'm assuming he's going to have like something, maybe Elixir Golem, or it could be RG as well. Might be Giant. It's going to be a Hog. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay, I got to go for the Fisherman like this right here, and then hopefully that is fine. I can log 2. A little bit of a late Fisherman, but honestly, for the amount of pressure that he put on in that short period of time, We can't even be too mad about that. I think we defended that fairly well, and we also have King Tower for the rest of the match, and we know now that he's going to do some pretty aggressive plays like that one that we just witnessed, but it's all good, though. I'm going to go for the Monk in the back left. He does go for the Lumberjack on the right-hand lane. Okay. He goes for a Dark Prince as well, so it's pretty much just kind of a bridge spam type of deck. I'm going to Electro Spirit and Fisherman low. Probably actually didn't even need that Fisherman. Yeah, I definitely did not need that Fisherman. I thought the cards were not going to kite over, but I was mistaken about that. Honestly, an RG right here doesn't sound like a bad idea. I don't know. Is it stupid? It probably would be. I'm not going to go for it here. I'm actually just going to Fireball on top of these Zappies and then pop my ability for that, I guess, just annoyance factor and that little bit of chip damage as well. And now I'm just going to play this game very chippy-like. I'm not probably going to win on one big RG push. I might not even go for the RG. We'll see how this game kind of transpires. I know that some of the better RG players don't even use it in some matchups. It's kind of like, you know, for Expo. You don't use Expo if you're facing Hog Earthquake. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to ability right there. He's going to ability as well. Let's go for a Fisherman down low. My goodness, his deck is just very spammy, so I've got to be very careful. I'm going to go for these Skeletons up top like this right now. And there's the Hog. I'm going to go Phoenix as well. That should kill the Hog. Oh no, that's a bad Phoenix because it's going to walk into the range of the Xe. I got to protect my Xe or my Phoenix right there. That could have been really bad. Thank goodness I was, you know, reacting in time for that right there, or things could have gone very south. But Executioner comes down. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Monk like this right now. And then we're going to see what he wants to do. So he's going to go for the Monk at the bridge as well. I want to go for my log early, and then I guess I'll just use the ability like this. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead and drop Phoenix down right now, and then Electro Spirit up top like this right there. There's the Lumberjack. I'm going to get back to my log here to defend this, and I think we should be good. That was a really good log value as well. The Phoenix is getting infinite value once more, and the Xe actually dies at the bridge, plus the Phoenix is going to rehatch, which is awesome. On top of those Zappies. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to just go for a Phoenix RG the bridge. I know that I could have Monked, but he's probably going to go Executioner, and the Fisherman is there to grab it if he does want to go for the Xe. So that's what I'm thinking right now. He's probably going to protect. Yep, there it is. So the Dark Prince comes down, but we get a bunch of RG damage right here. The Phoenix is going to pretty much DPS down that entire Dark Prince as well. I can go for the Fisherman plus the Log. He's going to go for the Hog here soon. I'm going to go for the Evo Skellies. Oh, kind of a waste of Evo Skellies right there. It's all good, though. I can Fireball on top of that. I missed the Lumberjack, though. Which is not ideal, but I can just go for the Electro Spirit like this. As long as we don't lose our tower here, we're fine. Let's go Skellies behind. Hopefully that dies. You know what? He's going to get one more hit, but that is fine. We're still up about 300-ish damage, and we're pretty much 2 Fireballs and 2 Logs away, I think, from taking his tower, or something at least very close to that. So I'm going to just chill for a second, go for the Monk at the bridge, and then Phoenix as well. All right, this is good. I'm going to go for my ability early so it actually reflects that Executioner, and then hopefully my Phoenix can lock in here. I'm going to Fireball on top of both of these. No way. Oh my gosh, if that would have got pushed back and reflected, I would have crashed out so quickly. Oh my goodness gracious. But I'm just going to go for the RG. I don't think he can stop this, so I'm just going to go for the Skellies as well. And I think just one hit does it for us, and we are going to secure the victory. That was very close to going very badly with that Monk almost reflecting, but thankfully it died, and we do pull off the victory. Kind of a weird deck right there. Okay, in our next match, and he has the Cannoneer Tower, which I know Monk is really good against. Also, I think just having that damage lead in the beginning of the game is going to be super nice. I know Cannoneer used to be really good against Beatdown. I'm not really sure if that's the case anymore, or it's kind of just mid. I just have never thought that Cannoneer's been great since they finally, what's the right way to word it, killed the tower troops for the most part. I mean, you can still utilize them kind of in ways, but not nearly as popular as before. I think they actually did a pretty good job of balancing them now. You guys can give me your opinion on that, of course, and I'm curious to hear it. But I think it's just like, you know, they should have never been existing. But in terms of what they have put into the game, I doubt they'll add any more, at least for a long time, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And also, they finally got it to a point where it's like, okay, this is, you know, usable, but only with specific situations. I'm going to pop my ability again here just to tank for my RG for a bit. And he's got guards delivery, so I'm going to go log on top of that delivery plus, of course, that those guards. So Archie's on tower for a few hits. Give me 3, please. One more. Oh, man, that sucks. But that's still fine, though. A decent start right here. And now we know he has piggies as well. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not really too sure what type of deck this guy has. But I have Fireball for the pigs, so as long as I have that in rotation for them, I think we'll be all right for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and just drop down my Phoenix in the back left and see what he does want to do. Wouldn't be surprised. Yep, there's the piggies at the river. Let's go for the Electro Spirit here on top of those piggies as well, and we should be all good. So 1 minute and 20 seconds. I think double elixir is going to be a lot better for me as well, because I can go for like huge pushes. Monk, RG, Phoenix even, probably supported with a log. Who knows? I'm excited to get to double so I can actually, you know, break through his defenses, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm going to go for the Fisherman like this right here. All we need to be careful about is his piggies and them outcycling me, which I don't think really will happen. I am going to go RG the bridge here. Maybe this is a bit aggressive. for the situation, but he does go delivery plus the cannon. I'm just going to log on top of that. Hopefully my RG can get a shot. No, it's not going to get any damage on tower because that Archer Queen is going to cook it, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is go for the Fireball on these 3 piggies and then Evo Skellies on top of that Queen. And then I'm also just going to go for the Electro Spirit here, and then that's fine. We're going to take some damage, but it is what it is. And now I can finally build a push in the back here. So there's the Fire Spirit. I'm going to go log on top of that. That's completely all right with me. Let's also Fisherman on top of that Archer Queen and just take care of business like that. Let's go for the Larrys. I gotta find a way to get damage, though. Let's go ahead and pop my... Actually, I'm not gonna ability. I'm just gonna go for the Fireball on top of this right here. And then Monk ability now. Okay, I couldn't even get it off in time. That sucks. I was gonna go for the Monk ability last second, but it was just dead already, which is sad, but it is what it is. That one-shot's an egg. I didn't know that, actually, the Cannoneer. I didn't realize that. So I'm just gonna pop my ability for the Queen. We're not gonna pop our ability late this time. We're actually gonna get the value out of it. I think it's low-key important for me to go... Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna RG the back. That was extremely... Oh, my gosh. That is super aggressive, like really aggressive. Hopefully I can punish him for that. I feel like that was too much. Hopefully this is not going to sell me here, but just gonna go for the ability, and then that's gonna be fine. Oh my gosh, that one Larry, he's gonna have to respond. This is it. We have double RG. There's no way he's defending this. Also, he just played 5 elixir on that. He's so dead. There's no way. So I'm gonna go log like this, then Electro Spirit. Surely this is game over and we do win this match right here. Yeah, I think so for the most part. I'm gonna Fireball on top of that Bomber, and just like that we are gonna win the game. So eventually he overcommitted and we were able to punish it, but honestly that was kind of a awkward game again. Up against GN in this next one right here. And I'm going to go for these Skellies at the bridge and just get around to our evolution as quickly as possible. But yeah, I feel like RG is definitely having one of the metas where it's not as popular as it has been in the past because of whatever reason. I think it's had nerfs and stuff like that just over the last however many months that have led it to not be like a crazy broken card anymore, or crazy broken or powerful archetype, I guess. So I'm just going to let that Knight hit my tower. I guess I can just go for the Fisherman like this and then Skellies in the back. Don't have the greatest rotation for this barrel, but that Fisherman plus the Skellies are going to do a good enough job. Only allow that Goblin to get 1 hit, and we're going to get Log Bait. Okay. Log Bait can be annoying, but we do have Monk, which is a great counter to Dart Goblin, and you can also reflect a Goblin Barrel with it if you really need to. That could be pretty cool if we could get a reflection. I'm ready for the Princess if he goes for it. He goes Princess in the back, though. Okay, that's quite interesting. So I'm going to go for the Monk in the back and just kind of see how he wants to play this. I think I want to be very, very passive in this one because it's going to take a lot for me to actually break through, depending on if he has a building or not. I'm assuming he probably does, but I don't know exactly what it will be. Could be Tesla, could be Cannon, Inferno Tower, who knows. If it is Inferno Tower, that definitely will be rough for me. So I'm just going to go for the ability to kill the Princess, and then I guess we can just go ahead and log on top of this barrel right there. So yeah, not bad. All we need to do is just kind of chill. I'm tempted to RG the bridge, but I feel like it's a dumb play. Maybe it's not that bad of a play, but he goes for the Dark Goblin in the middle. Right there, so I'll just drop my Fisherman down in the middle, and maybe I could just go RG here since he doesn't have Dark Goggins in cycle. I mean, I'm going to do it just to find out if he has a building. If he has a building, then we'll know for the rest of the match. He has a Prince? What the heck? Oh, that's not great. But also that's fine for now. Hopefully I don't get cheese from this. Let's go for the Monk and then Skellies like this on top of the Prince. Oh shoot, that sucks. Okay, the Knight also didn't kite. Wow, that's a tongue twister. So I have to log like this, and then I got a Fisherman as soon as I can on this Knight. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. All right, so not ideal. We're definitely in a little bit of a predicament now. That was a bad kind of defense right there. I guess the Prince kind of caught me off guard and then you know, led me to make some mistakes. So he has Rascal's Prince, Knight, Princess, Dart Goblin, Barrel. Very odd version of Log Bait here. I'm going to go for the Monk like this on the left-hand side with some Skellies to also DPS down the Rascal Girls. And then I'm just going to wait a few seconds here. I'm going to go for the ability right now, which is going to go ahead and take care of that Princess. I hope... Nope, that's not going to be tanking for it anymore. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we'll go for the Phoenix to back like this. Unfortunately, that Princess is 1 HP and it's just going to sit there. So I'm going to log on top of that since we also can get the Rascal Girl. Oh, imagine we waited a half second. We could have got another Princess as well. That would have been huge. But it's fine. Like I said, we just need to find that one time to go in and get that big push. So I'm going to go for the Fisher, go for the Electro Spirits, try and tank and not allow the Princess to ruin my day. So I'm going to go for the Phoenix up top like this right here and pop my ability as well to get that reflection going. There's the Dart Goblin. Let me go log on top of that. We don't want that to do anything here to us. We want that to die swiftly. So I'm going to go for the Monk to bridge on the right-hand lane. I know this is pretty aggressive, but I think it's a good play. Let's go for the ability now. It's going to reflect the Princess twice. I'm so certain of this fact. There's no way that Princess does not die. Perfect. And then now we have some pressure on both lanes. So Fishermen's are going crazy. I'm going to go for another Phoenix like this right here. And then the Fishermen's are playing ping pong with that Rascal Boy. Let's go for the RG, the bridge, since we have the Fisherman still alive once more. And just, you know, it's getting infinite value. So I'm going to go log on top of this. Hopefully I can get at least one shot on tower. No way, right? No way. Oh, come on, bruh. That's quite sad. I feel like the Goblins just carry him in that situation since I couldn't log them. And I don't really have a great response to two Goblins. This is the one matchup I would like to have Ghost in, to be honest. But I'm going to go Electro Spirit, log the front so we can get the Princess in that log as well, and then Skelly's behind. Beautiful defense. I mean, we do take some damage, but it is what it is. I kind of had no choice right there, and we're still down like over 700-ish damage. Okay. We're going to have to find a way to get some damage here. I'm going to go for the Monk at the bridge like this right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my shield and then RG the bridge. I know this is aggressive, but I think it's my turn to just go ahead and spam since it's triple elixir. I got my log prepared. There's the Rascals. Okay, we can log that quickly. Come on, I need this RG to give me a couple shots at least. And now we need to play really good defense. So I'm going to go for the Monk. Actually, let's go Skelly's first and then Fisherman. I'm going to save my Monk for a bit. We can get our log down for this barrel, which is great. And now I can just go ahead and drop down my Monk on this Princess right here. He's probably going to protect that Dark Goblin. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to go for the Skellies like this, then Phoenix to kill the Dark Goblins. Perfect. I can go ahead and drop down my Monk's ability here to tank for that Princess and make sure it dies. I can log the Rascals and the Princess, and now I can just go for another Monk like this here in the middle of the map, and then I can also shield up again. Oh, dang, that Dark Goblin's not going to die, but that's okay, because I have Skellies. I'm also going to just Fireball on top of this Goblin barrel. The Dark Goblin did die as well, so only 15 seconds. I'm going to go for the Fisherman down low once more, and then I can also Phoenix to DPS down some of these units right there. 10 seconds left. Let's go Skellies up top. Let's go ahead and drop down our Monk on that Princess. We can go ahead and log on this right-hand side, Electro Spirit the left-hand side, Fireball the tower, and we are going to win this game. I almost sold by missing the log on that one Goblin. My Princess tower's tweaking. What the heck is that doing right there? Y'all see that? But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, enjoy the Butch clip and have a good rest of your day. And yeah, have a good one. Peace out, guys.